scale and shrinking. Now we'll press E again and we'll go up, and press S again till we're at a point. And you can always press S again to get even more of a point. So now you've got this. No idea what it is. We'll press F12, and you can see the camera's a bit too high. So we'll go back into camera's a bit too low, so we'll go back into object mode by pressing tab. As you can see, that's still selected. So we'll click, if you're in camera mode, you click this corner, or if you're in here, you can scroll out and click on it, like that. But we're going to camera mode, zoom out a bit, the box which gets rendered, let me just check again, I keep forgetting which one it is, it's that one. It's the second line out, and press G while in the camera. Lift up, or if you want to get all of it in, press G, press the mouse wheel, and move and push to the side with the mouse, and then you get this line. Move it back, press that, and then there you go, Bob's your uncle. Press G and we'll move it just over a bit. Okay, so that's really sort of the basics for now, like proper pure basics. Obviously you move the light around and lighting will change and all that stuff, but I'll go over everything else for now because I think my time limit's up. So yeah, look out for the next tutorial, be coming up like straight after this because I've got nothing else to do. So see you in a minute. Okay, welcome back to part 2 of the beginners tutorials. Okay, so in the last tutorial we made this thing, which was pretty cool. Don't even know what it is, but it looks quite cool. Okay, so now we're going to do something different to it. Now we're going to add something which is called a modifier. Now basically what a modifier does is it turns the shape into something else. Like it puts another property in the shape. Modifies it. Oh, just a quick tip, if your view keeps going to this and it doesn't go back to this, as you can see there's a difference. One is called orthographic and one is called, which one? This one's orthographic, the other one's perspective. Perspective can be useful when you want to get close and move around something, but orthographic is the more modelling, designing and drawing stuff. To switch between them, you press 5 on the keypad, or you can go into view and click on them, and as it says, numpad 5, numpad 5. You can always tell if you're in orthographic because the lines will be flat and the thing will be completely flat. You won't see edges coming out. But if you're in thingy, as you can see, the lines go flat, not against the wall, and okay, and the lines are flat. Yeah, but you can see the difference basically. You can see the difference. Okay. So now what we're going to do is going to go down to, you should be in this mode, editing, not in object, in editing. And now while with, you can do it with either object mode or edit mode. While all faces are selected in edit mode, I usually do it in object mode. You can go to add modifier, go to subsurf. Now as you can see, it looks horrible now, but it's sort of rounded. So we'll just render this, just have a look at it. As you can see, why does that look completely different in the render than it is in the thing? Okay, but that's why a note to everyone out there, when you do a model, always keep rendering it to see how it looks, because it will look completely different. Okay, but say that looks shocking, it actually does look really bad. So what you're going to do is go down to levels. Now, before you even touch this, if you have a high-end PC, high-end gaming PC, which you get above 30 frames on Crysis with ease, you can go above, I would say, 4 before it starts to lag. Mine is a mid-range gaming PC. Mine can run Crysis just over 30 frames, but can go under 30 frames easily. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, it's 4. 5 is start. Okay, forget what I said. Well, actually, saying that, it depends all on your model. If your model is absolutely massive with loads of detail on, don't go. I don't recommend going above 5, no matter what. If you go into 6, you can see it's starting to slow down a bit. The 6 is actually the best there. But saying that, if this was bigger, actually, it's simple shape. It hasn't got a lot of detail on, so that's probably why. But render layers. Render layers is how many times it gets rendered. But I'm going to stick it at 5 is good. 6 is not. 6 is not really a difference. 5 is good. 4, you can see 3. I recommend using 4. But render layers, because as you can see in 4 it looks completely fine. As you can see, there is still a bit of squares, but if you're doing a high detail model, obviously you'd go to 5 or 6, then you'd render it. But obviously the render, depending on the model size, can take a long time to see. There's not really much difference, so I would recommend just using 4 or 3 or 4, depending on your model, obviously, and using no more than 3 on that one at all. If you apply it and you think, oh god, how do I get it off? Because it's completely gone. It's not there. What you do is the magic, amazing short key, which will be overused 1,000 times by newbies, is Control Z. You keep pressing it till it comes back, or you can keep going, and you see all the numbers change, and then all of a sudden it will say error, no undo available. You're only allowed a certain amount of undos. I'm not sad, I haven't counted, but as soon as you get the back, just click X, and as you can see, it goes back to that boring old square, which we all love.